This is the most hyped IEM in Hong Kong for listening to J-pop and ACG music. Kind of my thing. Let's check it out. Hello guys, it's Jordan Game Review. Welcome back. Today we're talking about an IEM from Hong Kong. The brand name is called StarryAudio, and this IEM name is called Syzygy. So it's not Charlie Golf, it's really CCG. So something like Synergy, but something also like ACG. Maybe. So a brand from Hong Kong, and a lot of people have been talking about this IEM, their flagship IEM is very suitable to listen to J-pop and ACG. They say that you need to listen to this if you are a fellow that listen to like Lisa, you also be that kind of stuff. You need to listen to this. I like, oh really? So gotten one myself and I've been loving it very much. But before the video start, we shall give a shout out to my friends in Hong Kong. You can check it out. Heady buy if you wish to check out any stuff in Hong Kong which are not easily gettable from the rest of the world. So they are carrying Vortex cable, rolling force, and also StarryAudio as well, Flash Acoustic, a lot of other brands under this website that you can trust if you wanted to check anything out from Hong Kong if you are somewhere else. So let's get back to the video. Today we'll be talking about this Syzygy. So before we start, we talk about the packaging. So the packaging, actually it isn't that much. So it is something like this. Okay, so a box that reminds me a lot of the Campfire recent unboxing experience, which is you just get a box like this, open it up, you get a carrying case and your cable, IEM and ear tips. That's all. So not really a lot of stuff for flagship IEM, but I guess okay, maybe they put all the budgeting into the IEM itself. So very simple unboxing. And forgot to mention, this IEM is a flagship IEM from StarryAudio. It has 1 DD, 4 BA and 2 EST, and also it's selling at around 2000 USD around there. So it is kind of a, I would say, competitor with something like the Elysian Diva. We talk about the comparison at the back of the video. So first of all, let's talk about the physical stuff of the IEM. First of all, the IEM, I would say that it is really comfortable to wear with. So it has a semi-custom shape where I will just show you guys. I have no problem wearing this for like 2 hours straight. Yeah, so going to work or coming back from work, back and forth, wearing this whole day, it's not an issue. It's very comfortable to wear. And the faceplate design is kind of, I would say, simple. And also yet it gives you that starry feel, because look at the faceplate, under different lightings you get that shiny, like as if you are looking at the sky at night. And also at the back of the faceplate, it is transparent, which it is quite rare for flagship IEM to have transparent case where you can see the interiors, you can see all the drivers, where I think that is kind of rare because like Tribrid IEM, I don't really see a lot of transparent IEM that you can see like Tribrid IEM. So you get to see your DD, your BAs and also your EST. It's kind of cramped, and I also surprised that they are able to like put everything inside, so many drivers into such a small shell. I would say that this shell is around like medium size, but considering that the amount of drivers that they shove into it is kind of very compact, and inside there is very full really. So luckily that they never make it like big, like something like Diva, something like the Monarchs, those are big. So this is a very comfortable IEM to wear. And the cable that it came with is a brand from Taiwan, I believe. It's called Melodia 1984. So considering that the name is so special, I just do a check to see what is it, and just find out that it's quite interesting. So this, not sure this brand from where exactly, but this cable, I saw that the brand itself went and choose a material which is OFC copper, which was produced back in 1984, which makes it like 40 years old by now. So wow, so cable material is kind of old, but I think maybe it has something to do with the tuning. So they say that the material that they've chosen is very nice for like upper mid range and all. So that's why they call this the JPOP IEM or the vocal IEM. But at the same time, because of this material, it kind of make it a little bit too thick, a little bit too thick at the like mid bass area or something they say. So this all what they say, okay, not me. So after that, they went and look up for another solder material where it would just reduce that too thick kind of issue thingy, which is very interesting to read about all this, because I don't know what is the cable making process where this is very interesting. I mean, material from 40 years ago, wow. So it's in fabric, and I kind of like it, because nowadays I think out of nowhere I suddenly have a bunch of fabric cables lying around. So this is one of them. Okay, so this is all the physical aspect, and I kind of like it. I have no issue with everything. Let's talk about sound. So maybe I'll just put the frequency graph around here. So if you like, I would say that this tuning, this IEM, is the type that is very favorable to a lot of people, and also it has emphasized on female vocal especially. But other than that, it's not lacking in bass. So I say that it has almost everything that most people would like. It has good decent amount of bass, and also I would say a bit of warm and female vocal emphasize. So let's dive in a little bit deeper. First of all, the graph is here, right? So the bass. So the bass, if I were to use one word to describe the bass, I will use the word deep. Okay, so there are a lot of different types of bass out there. So for example, the Kemper 622, people use the word grand. So for example, some of the planar stuff out there, we use the word like snappy. The bass is very fast, very tactile. And for this Syzygy, I would use the word deep. Yeah, really. So as in, this give you very good punches and very good rumble, which is very normal for a flagship IEM at this price, that you can expect them to do this. Some more, they are using a DD to do that, so it's very normal-ish. But what makes it different is that it's very deep, as in if you're listening to track like Godzilla by Bear Mercury. So that kind of music will send shivers down your spine, or just give that thumb to your heart, straight to your heart, the kind of deepness that you can get. As if you are, I think if you have been to like theater, been to like movie theaters, or if you have a theater system at home, you'll be able to experience that kind of deepness of bass when it comes to like very intense scene or very intense music, where they just have that, like, you know, Godzilla entrance, that kind of thing. Or another thing, that if you are watching anime, if you used to watch anime with IEM, not sure why would you do that, but if you want to try, you can try. So for Demon Slayer, which is the second last episode of season 4, Muzan entrance, where the footstep is very, very, very intense and very, I would say, stressful to look at. That kind of thing is perfect to describe what deepness can do using this IEM. Really, it really, every footstep that he took, it really sent shivers down my spine. It's like, ooh, goosebump, that kind of thing. So bass here, I would describe it as deep, and it doesn't bleed. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't bleed into the mids, or it doesn't like get affected by anything, just anything too much or too fat or what. It's just very deep, very satisfying to listen to. And for the mid-range, okay, mid-range here, I would say that is towards slightly to the warmer side. So unlike a lot of other sets like the 64Audio U4S or some of the TA-Audio signature mid-range that you guys get, usually is a little bit rich but still very clean kind of mid-range. Over here is towards the warmer side, slightly thicker side as well. So good thing is that your male vocals, if you are listening to like Kenshi, if you're listening to like Yuri or Red Rims, that kind of male vocals, you get slightly a little bit more body, slightly a little bit more weight towards the male vocals. So bad thing, okay, I'm not saying that this is a bad thing, just that preference thing. You will not get that cleanliness, okay, the kind of creeps kind of mid-range that you guys would want to get. So it's all about preference. And let's talk about the star of the show. Star of the show is, of course, the female vocals. Why this thing is called the best IEM to listen to, like J-pop or ACG, because there are in J-pop there are really a lot of like female vocals. There are female singers. So something that you like Lisa or like Ado or Yoroshika, there are a lot of them. So for those kind of songs, it's very nice to listen here. Why? Because female vocals is kind of forward, but not like at your eyeball, that kind of forward, at a very nice emphasize. Other than that, it is also very emotional. So how I just start to like study how do they able to like achieve this kind of effect, is that I find that the female vocals, the upper mid range of this IEM has a very good overtone and also have a very good decay to it. So okay, so if you don't understand this concept, is that imagine you are listening to something made up of planar. Okay, so planar IEM usually are very speedy, very fast, very precise, and ends there. Okay, so if you listen to female vocals, you get all the details, but it ends there immediately. So it doesn't have like that echo, that decaying after the notes. So after, I mean, without that, sound would just be a little bit too dry, a bit too emotionless. So on the Syzygy, it's very well done here, where it just gives you that very nice decay, but not too much, because too much, if you give you that hollowness. Okay, so it's not too much, just nice, where it will give you that, I would say, emotions. And also, like if you are listening to like very strong emotional song like Homura or something, you can really like felt the sadness that the singer tried to convey, that kind of thing. And also another good thing is that the vocals here are not done to be sibilant or sharp in any way. So it's also kind of tamer. This I would say in upper mid range all the way to the treble is done towards to the tamer side, but yet it has very good detail retrieval. I would say that it's better than good, because the instruments, there are a lot of instruments going on J-pop. So this IEM Syzygy will be able to capture all those small different instruments, all the details that you need, but still it doesn't take away the star of the show, take away the center of the stage. So something like Annihilator from Elysian, where they will give you very a lot of details, but sometimes it would just take away the star of the show, where it just at the center you get all the instruments, vocal maybe slightly lesser. I mean, instruments are giving it more focus, but here vocal still the focus here, and the rest of the instruments are behind, which is very nicely done. So not overly crowded at all. And I would say that staging on this IEM, I would say that is like average. It's not like super wide or anything, but I doubt that they'll be able to do so, because it's very they wanted the vocals to be slightly forward. But then if you make it a bit too wide, then your IEM will sound strange. But I think that soundstage here is not that it's congested. As long as it's not congested, it's give you very okay kind of staging on this kind of tuning. It's fine. So now let's do a slight comparison with the Elysian Diva. Okay, disclaimer, this is the Diva 2021. Yes, I gotten one myself, the one in red and pink. Yeah, super nice. It's different. Okay, the 2021 and the 2023 is completely different thing. So let's do a slight comparison with that. Okay, so because people been saying that the Diva is very good for vocals, female vocal especially, so that's why it's fair to give both of them comparison. So on the Syzygy, it has slightly more bass, mid bass especially, so it's a little bit thicker, a little bit fuller to listen to in terms of that kind of realm, where male vocals would be more suitable. If you want to listen to male vocals, you need to listen it on the Syzygy. It's slightly done better over here on the Syzygy, where on the Diva, although the mid-range is a bit cut out, but in return you get that super clean kind of mid-range, where it doesn't protrude, it doesn't intrude into the upper mid range. So your female vocal will be extra clean. So if it is it something that you are looking to, such as a preference thingy, that's why they put extra effort into the female vocal, where female vocal will be extra nice on the diva. Where on the Syzygy, I think that they kind of do a more balanced method where male vocals and female vocals get the equal treatment. Okay, other than that is the bass. So the bass on the diva, I would say that it's very nicely done, but still, because of the nature of the driver, the BA driver, it will not give you that super deep, rumbling, thumping feel to your heart or send shivers down your spine, that kind of bass. But I think that is quite nicely done. But for bass punches, rumble and all, I will still give it to the Syzygy. And about the detail retrieval, I think both of them are like quite decently done. Is very on par with each other. And in terms of female vocals, so there are slight difference here. It's also a preference thing. On the diva, Elysian diva, I also listen to it slightly a bit more to like to give it a comparison. Is that the diva female vocals have slightly more airiness to it. At the same time, it also have that very good decay and good overtone that make female vocal very toxic, yeah, they would say. On the Syzygy, it is not as airy as the diva, but at the same time, it has more decay and slightly overtone is done slightly better than the diva. So it depends on what you want to listen to. If you prefer your female vocal to be very airy, then go for the diva. If you want your female vocal to be slightly have a little bit more decay, a little more body and more grounded, then listen to the Syzygy. In terms of like sound staging, detail retrieval, find them both of them are very good at this price point. So this would be a comparison. Both of them, if I were to listen to like Yo Asobi, if I listen to like Ado, that kind of track where some track require like a little bit more bass. Okay, so like Idol from Yo Asobi, I would use the Syzygy to listen to it. But if I were to listen to like Lisa Homura, that kind of slightly more emotional thing, only no need of bass, right? I might go with the diva. So it's a preference thingy. So but I think that overall, in a more balanced presentation, if you want to listen to more genre, Syzygy is a safer bet. And in conclusion, I think that the Syzygy, is it good for J-pop, good for ACG? I think it is. And more than just that, I think because of the I would say tuning that it has, it is also suitable for any genre or any languages that is have more focus on like vocals, especially female vocals, and also something that requires slightly more bass. So I think this thing also suitable for maybe some of the K-pop stuff as well. Sometimes they get like very bassy, very fun to listen to. This might kind of does it. And for Chinese pop as well, this might does it, but Chinese pop don't really need a lot of bass. Western music pop, I think might be able to go as well. I mean, we'll be able to perform quite well on this IEM called Syzygy. So that's all for the review today. If you want to check it out, I can leave the link down below. Or if you are based in Hong Kong, but I'm not sure why you're watching this version of video, you can head straight to 21st floor audio stage to give it a demo. And I leave the Heady Buy website link down below if you guys are interested to buy anything, which I am not affiliated. So see you guys next time in another expensive IEM review. Bye bye.